Hey, what's up guys? It's SirTagCR and today we're back again with the new best log bait deck in Clash Royale. If you don't know, now you know. The Electro Spirit is significantly better on defense against almost every deck. So when you're playing log bait and you're getting all your damage with the Goblin Barrels and the Princesses, you will make sure that you hold the door against all the Princes and the Expos by being able to reset it so then they don't lock onto the tower. So let's go jump straight to some games and assert some dominance with the new log bait deck. And a huge shout out to all of you guys that are using credit code SirTag. All money made from credit code SirTag allows me to upload daily videos while I take full-time college courses. I really appreciate you guys supporting me and helping me grow the channel. All right, guys, we got a game here. We're going to sauce out a good luck and we're going to see what's up. Definitely want to go for a Goblin Barrel off to the side to get some early chip damage and figure out what this man's got. Okay. Don't really like seeing the log, sir. That's not the greeting that I like. So I'm going to go for a Goblin Gang, try to get some chip damage when we can, when you don't have log in cycle. And you probably have P.E.K.K.A with log. How? You always run with Zap with P.E.K.K.A. It's against people's religion to run log because it just doesn't work out with the immediate offensive utility that you need with P.E.K.K.A. So very interesting that he's going to be running log instead. It's extremely good against log bait. But maybe he's not going to have P.E.K.K.A. Maybe he's running something different. I don't know what this is. I'm very confused and perplexed and bewildered, but I guess we'll find out. So you're going to have Miner as well. So I'm going to go in for a Knight. Maybe we can go and pull the Hunter to the opposite lane, and it doesn't lock on. Let's go. So it's really nice that the Knight didn't go closer to the shotgun shells of the Hunter. And now, because you don't have login cycle, we can propel more Elixir at you. So unfortunately, he's going to have log plus Mega Knight with Hunter. So he's got 3 effective answers to our Goblin Barrel. However, that Mega Knight is toasted and roasted by the Inferno Tower, so I can go in for a Princess. And then I also want the Inferno Tower to melt the Royal Ghost as quickly as possible, so I'm going to sacrifice everything. As early as I can, I wanted the Electro Spirit to die so that the Inferno Tower could lock on. And for 1 Elixir, we counted the entirety of his spam with that Royal Ghost. I'm also able to rocket. Power to the rocket right on top of him. We're Rocket Man. We're blasting off, dude. So currently we're up 1,000 damage and what are you doing, dude? Why do you have Miner Graveyard? I get it. You have an immediate tank for your graveyard with the Miner, but why? Why are you that crazy? Okay, so if I Princess the river, maybe we can go and bait out a log. That would be ideal. And then I can go in for a Goblin Barrel afterward with the Knight tanking. So then he doesn't have an answer to it. Oh, this is going to be splendid. So the Hunter's going to lock onto the Knight. And then the Goblins still get onto the tower. I know I can win it. I believe in miracles, guys. This is not going to be an easy W if we pull it out. So he's going to go in for a Graveyard again. I need to be able to make sure that the Mega Knight goes and jumps towards the Inferno Tower. So that's why we're using the Electro Spirit to go and pull it. Then I'm going to follow up with another Inferno Tower at the river. So the Mega Knight does not jump again on the tower. The Inferno Tower is going to stay alive. So maybe we can cycle a couple Princesses. If not, I want to go and bait out a log and make him miss. And then we can go in for a Goblin Gang at the river, and then Princess at the river as well. Oh, he missed with the log. Let's go, baby. That is an insane amount of value. Unprecedented works here. As long as we can work out with a Princess and a log, we are hard showing. I think he's going to go in for a poison, so we want to go Goblin Gang up a little bit higher. Electro Spirit is going to be our hero today. It's going to chain on to every single which one. And, oh, man, this is going to be coming down to the wire. I think we got to go in for another Goblin Barrel here. If I can go and stop the Magic Archer, that's a vibe. We're going to Princess off to the side. Go in for a Goblin Barrel again in the back, so maybe we can bamboozle him. I don't know if we can make it work. We're going to stop the Miner. Okay, he's going to go in for a Graveyard, but that's going to be great for him. If we can just shut down with 1 more Goblin Barrel, we'll win the game, because then we can rocket him. We just need to be able to shut down the Skeletons. Stop the Skeletons, please! Don't hit me, Larry. Larry, get away. Okay, Larry, you were scary, but you didn't preclude the potential of the W. That Miner doesn't do enough damage yet. So GG, well played, and peace out, brother. That was really close. Log was rolling through with the Miner, but we came out with the W. So we got a game here. We're going to sauce out a good luck, and this guy is going to go in for a Battle Healer in the back. What you got, man? What are you doing today? As soon as we see Battle Healer, you already know that your opponent probably has Elixir Golem, and maybe they have Graveyard if they're very adventurous. So he's going to activate King Tower early on, but he still has to deal with the Knight and Princess locking onto the tower, giving him an excessive amount of love. Dude, and it's not done yet. That Knight is taking out the tower if I have anything to say about it. And then I can follow up with an Electro Spirit to stun your baby dragon a little bit longer. Only one Belch of Justice on the tower, not too many, brother. And I can go for a Goblin Barrel off the left-hand side. The reason why I love Log Bait is because every single Elixir Golem player that you play against, when they stack up too much stuff, you just rocket it all out and say sayonara real quick. So I'm going to go in for a Goblin Gang, keep him on his toes like a ballerina. Dude, you're not dealing with it very well. You are falling. You are very clumsy, sir. So I'm going to go in for a Knight. We're going to get damaged with the Goblin Gang like that. And we can follow up with a Princess. I think that this man's clumsy enough to stockpile a Battle Healer, Electro Dragon, Baby Dragon, everything with his Elixir Golem. I think he has it in him. I believe in miracles here. Even though it's later in the Grand Challenge and it's going to be 6-0, I think he'll do it. So I'm going to go for an Electro Spirit on top of the Baby D, and we'll also go in for a Goblin Barrel on the left. Dude, this is going really well, guys. If he is not getting that much damage on us and we get to double Elixir, our matchup is preferred then. It just gives us more time to stockpile more rockets, right? It's going to give us way more value. Just because if he stacks up anything, he loses the game automatically. So we also can vigorously outcycle now because we'll have more Elixir. Oh, it's just splendid. So I'm going to go for an Electro Spirit here, follow up with another Goblin Barrel. Try and drop it off to the side. So then if he Bar Barrels, he misses one of them, he's going to Tornado instead. I'm just going to log, and we still get damage. Oh, guys. You hate to see it if you're him, because now we can stack up a plethora of princesses and then go in for a Inferno Tower rocket. Actually, you know what, dude? I'm going to go for the rocket instead. I'm about it. Never doubt it. As I said before, he was going to give me the rocket value, and he didn't disappoint. I'm going to log everything, keep our princess alive, and cycle a few of them. So that's the major issue for him. If we stack like 3 or 4 princesses, there's no way he wins then. I'm going to go in for a Goblin Gang and surround so he can't kill my princess. The Goblin Barrel is on the tower, and we got the illuminated triangle of princesses. Can we get 4? I really want to get 4. Oh, you have to preclude the potential of me getting 4 princesses. You malevolent, horrible human being. The atrocities of war that you just committed, they will never be forgiven. So I can just go in for a rocket here. I can activate King Tower for style points just for the memes. And then I'm going to go and cycle back to another rocket and win the game. It didn't matter that I just did that, by the way. It never matters. But did we want to do it anyway? Yeah, you bet. So we can go for our rocket and rocket away with the W and blast this man off like Team Rocket real quick. Closest possible tile so you win the game a little bit quicker. GG, well played and peace out, brother. Pleasure playing against you. And I love destroying Elixir Golem players. Nothing brings more satisfaction than that. If you guys don't know, now you know. We are 6-0, baby. Clean stuff. So we got a game here against a Savage Squid. Such an evasive species. I've never seen the likes of those before. So you're going to go for a Dark Prince, and you're going to shut down the entirety of our Goblin Barrel. And I saw a tennis ball. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw that tennis ball bouncing all over my tower. So you're going to have double princes with a tennis ball, probably going to be that Golem deck with Collector, which is very difficult to play against if they play it perfectly. So the way that I want to play this is I want to go opposite lane with my Goblin Barrel. Maybe we can bamboozle him and he isn't able to Tornado to the King Tower. He's going to go for an Electro Dragon. So we're able to activate King Tower here. Don't get it twisted. That's what you got to do. There's no other way to play besides activating King Towers all day, every day. So we're going to go and do that pronto against the Electro Dragon. And we're going to see what else you're going to do, man. If you're going to go for a Dank Prince, I can log it back. You're still going to finish off my princess, but at what cost? You lose your Dark Prince now. We've activated King Tower and we figured out what your deck is. So I'm going to Princess at the river and I'm going to go in for a Goblin Gang and a Goblin Barrel. So if you Tornado, you have nothing to destroy the Goblin Barrel on top of the Elixir Collector. That's such a vibe, my dudes. Getting so much damage on the Elixir Collector and destroying his tower while activating King Tower, what could be better than that? So maybe he can go in for a Golem in the back. We're going to have to wait and see on that end. So I want to go for a Knight in the left, so we go opposite lane of the Golem. So we don't go in the same lane, because if we do, we already know that we won't be able to apply opposite lane aggression then. We need to go for Knight and Goblin Gang to make that work. I'm going to Princess in the same lane. I'm going to go in for an Inferno Tower last possible second so we do not leak any Elixir. And is he just going to let that Knight Stampede on him? Is that what he's about? Oh my gosh. Okay, dude, I see you. I'm going to go in for a Knight here. I'm going to follow up with an Electro Spirit afterward. The Golem is going to get destroyed. We can log everything back. Oh, he misses the Tornado. That's what we like to see, Chief. So we can just log, and then we can go for our Goblin Gang surround on top of the Dark Prince. So that Goblin Gang just eviscerated all this man's hopes and dreams of getting any damage. And don't be mistaken, guys. That knight that you thought was going to do nothing on the left, he put in the Pound Town work. He destroyed this man. Laid down the steam. Destroyed him. So I can probably just ignore everything, right? Yeah, that's awesome. So the Savage Squid, he has not seen the likes of our Predator capability, guys. We are from National Geographic, and we are destroying an undeniable, massive national effort of dominance on his towers here. So I'm going to go in for a log. I can cycle maybe 2 rockets and win. Or the princess. Okay, that's a vibe too. I'm going to go for a knight and then ignore everything else. I think as long as the prince dies, we are chilling. And then we can follow up with the princess at the river. Oh, he got me. He did bamboozle me, but maybe he's only going to have tornado. Does he have another way of countering that? He's going to go heal spirit. He can't counter the goblin barrel. Oh, Gary the Goblin. Oh, Gary the Goblin is making this man cry. GG, well played, and peace out, brother. You know, he said good game at the end. Very nice person. Pleasure playing against you, and we'll move on to the next one. I hope that you get a better matchup in the next one, sir. That was such a fun one. Electro Spirit plus Log, hard counters, any double prince deck. If you don't know, now you know. So we're gonna sauce out a good luck against Benjamin, and he is already racing through with a Hog Rider. What are you doing, dude? Why you gotta be that man that cycles a Hog Rider right out of the gate with an Ice Spirit? Getting some early chip damage on my tower, and I'm not loving it. So if you're gonna log, that is great. That's splendid. So now we can go in for a Goblin Barrel with our Electro Spirit. The Electro Spirit's going to tank and distract, forcing out a Fireball. So now we know that he has a really bad card cycle. He doesn't have Fireball in cycle, so we can go for a Princess in the back and be safe. And if he goes in for a Hog Rider in the opposite lane, we just go Goblin Gang. He won't have Log in cycle too. So I could have went in for like, oh my gosh, way better. Way better. So glad I didn't go in for a Knight and a Goblin Gang, because now he doesn't have an answer. He doesn't have an answer to the Knight and a Goblin Gang. He's going to have to log it, and then we go for Princess on the left. He overcommitted. The Princess is going to lock onto the tower, and that's going to be priceless, my dudes. So if your opponent overcommits and they think that they can get frisky with you, you go for your Princess, and you punish them. That Princess spanked your towers, sir. Clapped it back and forth. So maybe we can go in for another Knight in the back, because it's not really Fireball bait, right? And you don't have login cycle. Oh, I'm going to go in for Inferno Tower. What am I kidding? So another good thing about Inferno Tower, even if you drop it late and your opponent goes in for an Ice Spirit with a Hog Rider, they still don't get a hit on the tower. That's kind of ridiculous, right? Like, I dropped it right near my proximity of the tower, and he dropped Ice Spirit with a Hog Rider for a 5-for-5 trade, yet he didn't break through. So doesn't matter your timing. Inferno Tower is a sturdy boy. So I'm going to go in for a Goblin Gang with a Knight, and then we can probably force out a Fireball or a lot of units. Oh, wait. If we go for an Electro Spirit or something, no, it's just going to be right near it. He gave me the rocket value of the century. Let's go, Spirit Goblins. Do them dirty. So this is really unconventional, but we're going to do it anyway. If you don't know, now you know. The Goblin Barrel can be used on defense if you have the worst possible card cycle. It was repurposed, recycled, and we're making the planet green, guys. Cycling our Goblin Barrels on defense. The real green machine, the Goblin Gang. So maybe we can go in for another Goblin Gang on offense here. And Rocket. If I'm able to hit a Hog Rider, please give me the value. Oh, come on, dude. I felt it coming in the air tonight. I was ready for the absurd Rocket value. Hitting a Hog Rider, an Ice Golem, and a Musketeer is 10 for 6. And that would have been the most value I would have gotten in the entire day with my Rocket. Actually, if I played against an Elixir Golem player, that's probably more value. But all we gotta do is defend the virginity here. I'm gonna go in for a Goblin Gang, shut everything down with an Electro Spirit, and you will not be able to hold any type of value on our Rocket. Rocket's coming through, and there's no spell to block me. GG, well played, and peace out, brother. We ripped your towers to pieces. We're going to sauce out a good luck here. We're going to see what's up, and we definitely want to go in for a Goblin Barrel off to the side, so no King Tower activation happens here. Not in this establishment, sir. So if you're going to go in for a Goblin Barrel counter of Bar Barrel, then we're going to barrel more Elixir at you, man. We are relentless with our aggression. We see Bar Barrel and we see Royale Ghost, so usually I would say, hey, 3 Musketeers. But after the Musketeer nerf, you have to be certifiably insane to run them. So we're just going to go in for a Knight in the back. Maybe get away with an Electro Spirit. and figure out if you're going to have Royal Giant or Royal Hogs, because that's usually what you got now when we see Royal Ghost and this type of card order. So, we are playing Detective right now, and I have to conclude what you got, man. I got to deduce what on you got based off of the cards that you throw down. So, I think that we're fine. Spirit Goblin is going to be off to the side, and the Hunter does not persevere against them. So I can go in for a Goblin Barrel off to the side. Maybe we can barrel off to the right and make him miss the Bar Barrel, get an extra hit. Yes! So if you don't know, now you know. If you drop your Goblin Barrel there, and they drop the Bar Barrel right down the middle, they will never get the value that they're looking for. They'll miss one of the Goblins, you get 2 hits, and that's all the value you need, man. So Royal Ghost does not end up hitting us. That's clean. We can go for a Princess so the Fisherman doesn't pull. And we can go in for a Goblin Gang up high so that he's not able to hit everything with the poison. So, what are you going to do, man? Goblin Gang's coming at you. You're going to go in for an Electro Wizard, but you're not dropping it on the Goblins. And then the Hunter gets engulfed by Goblins. How does that happen? I never knew that Gary the Goblin could have such an appetite. He is a thick boy, man. He's putting on the pounds, and he's pounding the tower at the same time. So I can go in for an Electro Spirit now. We're going to shock him with the Electro Spirit. He's not ready. His body's not prepared. He's going to go for an... Wow, tennis ball. How are you going for a tennis ball like that? So, we're going to go for Knight Goblin Gang, and then I'm going to go in for a Goblin Barrel on the right-hand side, because we don't want to go right into a Royal Ghost. Not going to be about that life, and you probably have a Royal Giant deck. I don't see any other potential. If you had something else, you would have cycled something by now. You would have cycled your win condition. You would have shown me your real colors. Yeah, there it is. Reading him like a book, knowing that he's got Royal Giant, but he doesn't have the star level, so... He's not dazzling on me right now, man. He's just getting wrecked. Absolutely shreked. So we can go in for the Shrek Goblins. Go in for a Goblin Barrel. Have the Princess prioritize the right-hand side. And we are writing all over his tower. Completely defiling it with all the damage of the Princess. Damn, that is so much value. He's trying to yoink the Princess, but to no avail. Consistently taking 500 damage every single time. Both towers are getting whittled away, and it's hilarious. So I'm going to go in for another Goblin Barrel here. We're going to go and cycle another Princess, cycle a Knight, and everything is not all right for him. He has missed the Goblin Barrel 3 times in a row. It's a magic number. That must be incredibly tilting. For me, if I miss a Goblin Barrel, I get a bit tilted. So I can't imagine what this guy's like. So he's going to go in for a Royal Giant. We can just get away with another Inferno Tower. The Royal Ghost, I don't even know what that's doing. It seems really memey. We're not dropping the Electro Spirit nearby the Royal Giant, so then you get a free Heal Spirit. And then we... Oh, that's so funny. So, the good thing about this deck is we can just go Goblin Gang, protect the Princess, and follow up with an Electro Spirit and start working away on the left. If he goes Electro Wizard, he's done. He's toast and roasted. We can Electro Wizard counter with the log to bounce it back. Wait, is the Princess going to hit the Electro Wizard and the tower? Oh, so close yet so far. So we can rocket and win the game. So, it's going to rocket once, going for a Goblin Gang on top of the Royal Ghost. Cycle back to one more rocket and win the game. So GG, dude. Pleasure playing against you. We're going to put you out of your misery a little bit quicker. So all we got to do is finish off the Royal Giant. And if the Royal Giant dies, we win the game. So just going to make sure that we prioritize that first and foremost. It's going to cycle another one. Wow, you're really aggressive, man. You are super feisty. You're going to fireball me as well. You're playing way more feisty than the typical Royal Giant player that I'm used to. We're going to log it back so you don't get another hit. Okay, so I got to admit, I played more aggressive than I need to. I'm going to rocket on defense because he's going to clump up too much stuff. And we'll bounce right on through with a fireball counter. Going in for an Electro Spirit. And I got to say, I should not have played that way. So sometimes we bamboozle ourselves and we make the game a little bit more difficult than needed. But right now, we will walk away with the W with a rocket and a log. So if I could have played that any different, guys, I wouldn't have decided to go head over heels with double rockets. We still win the game, but I was playing risky. We put all of our money in stocks, hoped it worked out, and thankfully it did.